classes, students. This is computer subject, and title of your subject is operating system and graphical user interface, role and function. The scope of this chapter is introduction to hardware, software, their definitions and type and functions of operating system, types of operating system, advantages and disadvantages. Now students, let us start the chapter. Computers are machines that perform a specific task. It means we provide them data and instructions. Computer follow and process the instructions and give us the output result. Computer works with an interaction of hardware and software. Hardware are physical part or machines which can be seen and touched. We can touch the hardware because they are machines, and hardware consists of monitor, keyboard, mouse, printer and other components of CPU. Software cannot be touched. The most important piece of hardware is a CPU. This is called brain of a computer. CPU is also referred to as a microprocessor. Software refers to the instructions or programs that are written in high-level language, and these software actually tells hardware what is needed to be done. Now, softwares are stored on hard disk or any physical media, and hardware and software are both important part of the computer. Both are interdependent but works in complementary position. Without hardware, software is nothing, and without software, hardware is not able to function. Let us take an example of your Android mobile. Mobile phone is a hardware and all applications are software. Without application software, mobile phone is simply a plastic case, and without the hardware, application cannot work. So both are required. Softwares are two types. First is application software. They are designed to do some specific job. We are using MS Word or MS Paint. These are application software because they do different type of job, and their specific job limitation is bounded. Second type of software is called system software. It is a collection of one or more programs that manages overall operations of a computer system. It acts as an interface between computer and the user. Application software or system software are divided into following category. First is operating system, second is language processor, third is device manager, and fourth is utility software. Let us see the definition of operating system. Operating system is an interface. It means that the user cannot communicate directly with a computer, so a mediator or interface is required between user and the hardware. Operating system is the same mediator or interface. The computer interprets the instruction given by the user with help of operating system. So we can also call operating system as a master program which helps other programs to run. Without operating system, machine will not start. Operating system acts as a central coordinator between hardware and software. Hardware provides a user with basic physical resources that are used to working. The application or utility software allows the user to perform a specific task. It means you can draw, you can write, you can play games, you can listen to music. Everything is done by different application software and all application software relies on system software, that is operating system. Now, what is the need of operating system? Operating system is used for different purpose, and some of the operating system features are given below. Examples of operating systems are Windows, Linux, Mac OS or Unix. Now, following functions are done by the operating system. First is processor management. It is one of the most common important feature of operating system. The operating system makes sure that each and every program or application receives enough time so that it can work properly, and it also try to utilize the processor cycle in a real-time scenario. These are the processes rather than applications which are controlled and executed by operating system. So in short, we can say operating system manages all the processes. Second function of operating system is memory storage management. It means every computer has a fixed amount of memory, that is RAM and ROM. Operating system manages the sharing of total internal memory. It also takes care that all the program should get adequate amount of memory. If 10 programs are running, operating system will ensure that all the 10 programs should get enough memory. Sometimes due to virus or any other problem, it happens that any of the program starts to draw more memory. The operating system prevents this from happening. Third function of operating system is file management. A computer uses a lot of data which is stored on a hard disk or any other device. So operating system keep track of creation, deletion, transfer, copy and storage of file, so that in near future, if you need that file, operating system quickly point to that file so that you can get it quickly. Next function is device management. An operating system is a coordinator and controller of various input-output devices. It receives requests from these devices to perform a specific task, and operating system starts or stops the task and reply to that device that the job has been done. This is why we state an operating system handle as input-output operation of a computer system. Next job of operating system is to provide the computer or the system against any hacking. So the main purpose of operating system is to provide basic level of security and protection against unauthorized or unpermitted usage. Operating system also determines and maintains a specific order in which all the applications are executed. If any program is trying to overpower the other program, operating system prevents it. Operating system also provides a systematic user interface which allows the interaction between computer, hardware and the user. It can be either a character user interface or by graphical user interface. Next work of operating system is job control. When the user wants to run an application, it is required that user directly or indirectly communicate his request to operating system. Now, upon the receiving of this request, operating system runs a program, and when the program execution is over, operating system reports that the program execution is done. This is used and controlled through JCL, that is Job Control Language. There are many types of operating system. In the past, we have used a single type of operating system, but now we can use different type of operating system. First is single user operating system. Single user operating system was the initial phase of operating system such as MS-DOS or Windows 3.1. Windows 95 was the last version of Windows which was single user operating system. It allows one user at a time at one machine. Next type of operating system is multi-user operating system. Multi-user operating system allows more than one user at the same time or different time at one machine. Windows 7, Windows XP, Windows 10, Linux, they are actually multi-user operating system. Next type of operating system is multiprocessor operating system. It consists of several processors such that they share a common physical memory, and in this system all the processors operate under a single operating system. Now there are many processors. It means you get good speed, good power, and hence it allows many users to run many computers at a single time. Execution of several tasks by different CPU makes the program runs faster. Next operating system is a multitasking operating system. It means that they allow more than one task to run together. An operating system which is capable of doing multiple tasks or process while using common processor resource, it means only one CPU, is called a multitasking operating system. Now, how it is achieved? So, suppose there are 5 programs, then CPU will run one program, it will go to another program, again it will jump to another program. It means it switches itself from one program to other program so quickly that every program feels that I am the only program that is running. Next type of operating system is multi-threading operating system. It allows different parts of a software program to run simultaneously and independently. The feature of multi-threading can delay the execution purpose of certain process. It means if you are hosting a game and there are 10 players, then single game can be hosted on one CPU and 10 players can play different level of match in the single scenario. Windows NT and Windows 7, Windows 10, Unix, Linux, they are actually multi-threading operating system. Next type of operating system is real-time operating system. They are designed to handle real-life critical scenarios and problems. They have the capacity to prioritize the process. It means they quickly execute, and hence execution time delay is minimized. They work independently. Real-time operating system is used when time span required to react an input is reduced and time bound. Even a microsecond of delay will cause the system to fail. Air traffic control, robotics, weapon system, and satellite system uses real-time operating system. They are less restrictive, so they are commonly used for critical resource programming. Next is a distributed operating system. Distributed operating system runs on a set of computers that are located in different geographical areas. interconnected by a network. It controls these interconnected systems and make them appear as a single system. Now, it is very complex system and it allows many users at different geographical locations to use the computer simultaneously. Next point of discussion is user interface. Interface is a point where two systems meet and interact each other. Similarly, in computing terms, user interface is defined as a hardware-software mechanism by which a user interact with the computer and allows the information pass through. The operating system of a computer acts as an interface through which user gives command and computer receives the command and gives the output. There are two types of user interfaces. First is CUI, that is character user interface or command user interface, and second is a graphical user interface. Character user interface allows only keyboard, mouse is not allowed in CUI. You can see this is CUI, and Unix and DOS are most popular example of CUI. On the other hand, graphical user interface uses mouse. Windows is the most popular GUI operating system as it is more user friendly. Let us see some advantage of GUI over CUI. Graphical user interface is attractive and appealing and easier to learn. On the other hand, character user interface is not easier to learn and user have to remember many commands to use it. In GUI, user do not have to learn many commands. The mouse click is merely sufficient. GUI user allows the user to work, view control and get the visual result quickly. GUI support mouse also, but CUI do not support mouse, only keyboard is allowed. In graphical user interface, multiple tasks can run in the background. In a CUI interface, only one command or only one program can run. But there are some disadvantages of GUI also, because GUI requires most of the system resource. It takes up more hard disk space and more RAM. GUI is a little bit slower and requires more RAM. GUI based operating systems are most expensive also. On the other hand, character based system uses less resource, they require less hard disk space and they are cheaper also. They are not easy to run, but they are very faster. Now students, you can see we have reached the end of the exercise. So revise the video and you can see all the question answers are done. I will come back with later session, later video. Till then, bye bye.